Hy staan bekend as die Blind Barista. Joseph Matheatau sluit volgende by ons aan om sy storie met ons te deel en ook te vertel waarmee hy tans besig is. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Januarie en Pierre. Hoe gaan dit met julle?
Goed en met jou?
Dis alright. Ek glo dat julle 'n koffiekie geproe die oggend.
Ja.
Joseph, ons het ongelukkig nie jou koppie koffie geproe nie, wat ons dag beter sou gemaak het.
Maar julle was op pad nou.
Joseph, I have to quote you. You had such a beautiful quote where you said, "I lost my sight, but I never lost my dreams and goals in life." What strong words. But I want to start right at the beginning. At what age did you lose your sight and what impact did that have on your life?
I completely lost my right eye at the age of 3, and my left eye was deteriorating due to glaucoma, of which they later diagnosed with glaucoma, of which it was too late. But growing up then, when I was 3 years, playing at home with my friends, it wasn't a challenge until I started school. So when I started school, that's when the reality started kicking in. Then because I couldn't see, I had to complete my schoolwork, but I was struggling with it.
And then you went to a school that introduced you into a program where there was a barista. Tell me about this whole thing. I'm fascinated by how it all fits together.
When I came this side in 2014, when I completely went blind, and I was taken to one of the coffee shops in the Cape there, where I was taught I was trained rather. To become a barista. It was for a few days, and I started honing my skills, learning from YouTube, until Innovation for the Blind realized that, hey, this guy is very passionate about what he does. And then they assisted me to get the ASCA, which is the Specialty Coffee Association, the training. And I did my training just to further and hone my skills as well. Yes.
Joseph, I mean, and that is so inspirational because I think, so many people in life, go through life and they find life difficult and they just give up, or we like to blame, our circumstances or other people for the way we turn out or what our life is like. And you're such a lovely example of someone that decided to, stand up and take any circumstance that comes his way and make something from his life. And you're such an inspiration. The fact that you turn out to be this barista, and the whole morning we've been asking people how they actually like it taking their coffee. Is there a specific way you drink your coffee?
Absolutely. I like my double shot cappuccino in the morning. And, I have to froth it like a lot of froth in it, like a normal cappuccino has to be like. And I don't like to make it very hot. But yes, absolutely. But I just like my double shot cappuccino in the morning. But it has to be a medium dark roast. But otherwise, if it's a dark roasted coffee beans, and then a single shot will do for me.
Spoken like a true connoisseur. Joseph, the basic life challenges of being blind. We're thinking of the things that we take for granted. Being able to get up and go into a closet and find the shirt that you want to wear this morning, that specific shirt, or ironing something, or knowing where your shoes are to tie the laces. I mean, and then getting through all those challenges, and then frothing, like you say, the foam for a cappuccino to the exact point where you prefer it. How on earth did you learn yourself to froth a cappuccino foam to the exact point?
Like you mentioned, it started from home because when I completely went blind, my mom wanted to do everything for me. But deep inside I wasn't really happy because I thought to myself, one day she will be normal and who's going to assist me with everything? And I said, okay, now let's start here. And I said to her, you guide me, let me know if I'm not ironing or washing my clothes properly or if I'm not cleaning properly. So I wanted to be able to stand on my 2 feet on my own, to be able to be fully independent, not to rely on anybody. When I was given this opportunity to be trained as a barista as well, it was challenging. A lot of people said a lot of negativity. There was a lot of negativity around saying, how are you going to figure out the cups and everything? How are you going to handle the clients and everything? And if it's busy, how are you going to do that? How are you going to be able to pour? But I kept quiet because, the inspiration from my father said, if you are in something, never start something without finishing it off. If you are already in the journey, go for it. Don't stop. And I thought to myself, if I quit here, I'll be like a failure. Let me rather make a lot of mistakes, burn myself, blisters, and I will definitely get it right. So I realized that, I do have special senses, like a sense of hearing, touch, smell, and taste. Why can't I implement that to make coffee? Because it's all about listening. And when I started with like making coffee, like when you start steaming the milk, like a paper tearing sound that can tell that you are doing the right thing, or if it's not a correct thing, you can definitely pick it up that no, I'm not doing the right thing. It could be that the milk is sour, or there's something wrong with the milk. Maybe the milk is not a full cream milk. So this is how I was able to make it in the barista thing.
Wow, Joseph, that truly is incredible. Now, besides for being a top-class barista, you're also a motivational speaker. Joseph, when you go and do these speeches at schools or conferences or whatever it is, what is your main message to people?
The message of hope, the message of positivity out there, that despite all, my biggest dream is to own my own coffee shop one day, of which definitely I'll go for it. It's about making sure that somebody out there doesn't think that, okay, because they are blind, then nothing can be accomplished. Every dream, everybody can achieve anything in life. It's about the mindset and the attitude. Do you have a right attitude? And are you able to stand the challenges? So I'm fortunate to have, been raised by grandparents. They will always have a positive something to say. Whenever I came from school, couldn't complete the schoolwork, I was beaten up almost every day. But they always had something to say, something positive. And then that on its own actually inspired me to always try and prove to everybody and to prove to myself that I can achieve everything. I can become whatever that I wanted to become in my life.
Wow.
Life in general. Yeah.
Joseph, that's truly incredible. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing a bit of your story and also sharing some hope that I think everyone needs every now and then. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Januarie, and thank you so much, Pierre, and have a lekker dag.
Bye. Dit is Joseph Matheatau wat bekend staan as die Blind Barista. En dit wys jou ook, nê, moenie dat die dinge in die lewe jou terughou nie.
Sure, dis 'n lewenslesie.
Ja, absoluut.